We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go from Pittsburgh. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain. On the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
To throw is Rudolph. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being wasted down.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
29-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Milroe on third down. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. That one good for 26 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Crack all 80, go! They'll go play action with Milroe. Open, left side is Darnold. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Okay, ready? It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Throwing, Rudolph. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here we go, set, go!
On the ground, this is Warren. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Carry here for Warren. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on, hut it! Liking 18! Hut.
Now Rudolph. He'll get that to Wilson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Wilson. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Rudolph looking to throw. That one taken in. Jalen Warren. Touchdowns Pittsburgh. That is second TD catch of the season.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is completed to the top. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 8-yard line.
Rudolph. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they've got to be picks.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now it's Milrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
The pass rush gets hold, and he goes down. The all-pro Cameron Hayward. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready?
Here's Darnold. Throw right side, home in by Cup. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 36 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Back to throw is Rudolph. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here's Rudolph. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, tight end. Man he was looking for there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw is Rudolph. That is caught. And he's in. That fire move. Touchdown Steelers.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's walked down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Milrow moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield out at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good. Seahawks.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Back. Bronco East cutting.
Now a little hop pass. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold again. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
A short game, down to the 7.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
One more time with Walker. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Deputies.
Milrow gonna hold on to this one. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their third-quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Austin now to return this, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check. Set. Nope. 72.
On the handoff, this is Warren. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
This one grabbed by Austin. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Ready.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Connects with Pup on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for 8 does it. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold. The throw here is complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
On the bounce at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. The run up the middle. It's Walker. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 20-yard line.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up the 7-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders.
And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Shaheed in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Austin now to return this. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Rudolph looking to throw. Moving to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. They need one right now. 3rd and long.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing, Rudolph. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. To return, it's Shaheed. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 14-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Pistol snap back to Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
Gain of 15.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He'll locate Cup. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Milrow. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6 as they convert on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Out to his right. Taking off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Working out of the gun. One of the Steelers has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the 3 return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great example of why teams continue to spend draft capital on interior defensive linemen. It's an investment that we see play out week in and week out across the NFL. Great example here.
Pass is completed to Cup. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Darnold now to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They go with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, 8 for the first down. Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down. Walker. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Goes, ready. Now Walker. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now, faking the give. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will go all the way. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. For Metcalf, 48 TD grabs in 6 years with Seattle. That is first with Pittsburgh. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. That's a rare miss for the veteran. They are unable to add on the point after.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Mustang 19.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That one swung out wide to Wander. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
We go, son.
Throwing, Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now a 3rd and 2.
We go, son.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Pioneer.
They're going on 4th down. Milrow taking on to try to get there. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And he gets more than he needs. 4 yards. The pickup on that 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cut.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. You can bet if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with the game ball.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh.